New school desks, pens and exercise books. 8-year-old Mukacha Senge from Kwangire in Rwanda is happy. She is lucky to go to school, a school that is supported by the campaign Schools for Africa. UNICEF, the Nelson Mandela Foundation and the Hamburger Gesellschaft got together with the aim to give all children in 6 countries in southern Africa access to education. Within the campaign there is special focus on orphans, girls and extremely poor and vulnerable children. In the countries south of the Sahara, only every second child goes to school. Schools are often overcrowded and poorly equipped, especially in rural areas. The learning situation is catastrophic. Consequently, a lot of children drop out of school early.
Some of the classrooms were really overpopulated, and this has a bad impact or bad effect on the learning process of the children. That means that the quality was really kind of being reduced.
If there are classrooms at all. Here in Quito, in Angola's inland, the children give lessons outside. After 30 years of civil war, vast areas of the country have been destroyed. The children often even bring their own chairs. In between the remains of former houses and in the ruins of the old school, teachers have to manage with the simplest of means. We don't have any furniture, any desks, any toilets, and as you can see, the school doesn't even have windows or doors. A lot of children have a long way to school. Often they have to walk for hours, some of them barefoot. Many children are unable to reach their schools, especially during the rainy season. Also, Mukacha Senge has a long walk to school. The 8-year-old girl lives with her 2 older siblings in a simple hut. Her parents died 3 years ago. The 3 children live in extremely poor conditions. The roof of the hut leaks in many places. The kitchen merely consists of a simple cooking pit. In the tiny garden, the children grow yams and beans to feed themselves. The oldest, Nyaramana, looks after the 2 younger ones so that they can go to school. I think it's important that the 2 go to school so that they can have a better life later. Education is often the only chance for the children to break through the cycle of poverty, hunger and helplessness. Therefore, they need schools in which they feel comfortable and for which they are willing to face the strains of the daily walk. Leandro Bandera from Angola would also like a proper school. For me, a perfect school would be one with proper windows, doors and tables. There would be electricity and a vase with flowers in my classroom. UNICEF mainly supports the construction and the repair of schools in rural regions where children have not been able to go to school up to now. In Kigio in Rwanda is the next school that is going to be completed. Parents, as well as paid construction workers, are making sure that lessons can begin here in the new school year. Schools for Africa wants to establish child-friendly schools that are more suitable for the needs of children, so that more children finish at least primary school. This includes not only providing desks and tables, but also sanitary facilities. Separate toilets and washrooms for the girls are particularly important. Without sanitation, very often girls no longer went to school after their first period. UNICEF also installs water tanks and separate wells so that clean drinking water is available for the children, an additional incentive to go to school. Solidarity among the children is striking. The school children collect small donations for their poorest classmates so that they can afford to buy the school uniform or occasionally just something to eat. UNICEF supports various children's clubs where solidarity is practiced. In the Tusema Club, young people put on plays that tackle topics like AIDS or prostitution. Today, the youth of Kigio has selected a play that deals with rape, a topic that plays a particularly important role in the region. Schools for Africa, a UNICEF program that turns schools into a place where children like to go to and which offers them a chance for a better future.
And now that the classrooms are so comfortable, they can stay at school and they can achieve better results than before. This is how you can see we have added some of the classrooms, we have rehabilitated most of the classrooms for the children to feel comfortable, to feel better when they are at school, and whenever they go back home, they wish to come back to school.
Schools for Africa. The UNICEF project gives hope that the living conditions of children in Africa can sustainably improve with our help. There are no better investments in Africa's future. Every donation achieves a change. As little as €5 is sufficient for pens, exercise books and additional school material for one student in Angola. Every contribution gives children like Mukaja Senga an opportunity for a better future.